Alright. So, recap. Let's see. We took this train, and we wound up at a university. A university that Hans had stopped at. And this train station is basically like a greenhouse kind of thing. Not a greenhouse, sorry. An exhibit. Like a zoo exhibit. Oh, I didn't want to go this way. It's basically like a zoo exhibit for a bunch of birds, cuckoo birds, who are endangered, I guess. And I need to get rid of those cuckoo birds that were at the bottom of that ladder because I think I need to climb that ladder. I need to climb that ladder because I need an egg. I need an egg to fix an automaton in the courtyard. Is this where I wanted to go? No. Or maybe it was. I bet the egg is up there, yeah. Alright, so first things first, I need to get this grape. Sorry, my headphones are acting up. I need to get this special kind of grape that intoxicates the cuckoo birds so that way she can climb the ladder because she's afraid of 3 little birds and won't climb the ladder if they're there. Oh, and then I need to fix the automaton to get money. To pay the people with the boat to haul my train to the wind-up thing. To wind it up so it can go... So it can go further. Yeah, I need an egg for this.
This thing's jammed.
Yeah. Yeah, I have absolutely nothing in my inventory. Oh my goodness, I feel sick. I double caffeinated and I was just exposed to some serious excitement, so my stomach is very unhappy. I should drink water, that's what I need to do. You know what, I'm gonna go back in here. Because, the guys that I talked to, seemed very suspicious whenever I asked them about these very specific grapes, that I need to intoxicate the cuckoo birds. The description of them is literally that it leaves them in a drunken state. So, that's why I keep on saying intoxicate. We're literally gonna drug the birds, naturally, with a natural drug. So I'm gonna talk to them about it, see what they say again, make sure that I'm on the right track.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem. Everyone has little problems now, you know.
They are kept to oneself, and they don't stop the world from turning.
Nor
Christ.
trains from leaving stations.
The Sauvignon. Sauvignon grapes, I think is what they're called.
You wouldn't know if there is any Forest Sauvignon here in
Sauvignon.
Ballstadt, would you?
Absolutely.
When he says absolutely, he means, of course, absolutely none.
See?
What we mean, of course, is that we are absolutely positive there is no Forest Sauvignon here in Barakstadt.
Really? Are you sure? Because I read in a book that Ballstadt possesses a number of plants. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of some if possible.
Out of the question, miss.
These
The
guys
assistant
are
director
seriously
means
hiding
to
something and
say
are
that
not doing a
our
very good job at
priority is for
hiding
you
that they're
to
hiding
remove
something.
your train from our station. your research will have to wait until your next stop.
Yes, that's right. Your train must leave the station immediately, so
All about my
please
bloody
refrain from
train.
wasting our time in needless visitations.
Don't forget the regulations, miss. Don't forget them. Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. And quickly.
Okay.
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at the clock. It's tea time.
Oh,
Already?
can't interrupt tea
My
time.
word, doesn't time fly by?
Thank you for a charming visit, miss.
And thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go and talk to some other people and see if they know about any Sauvignon. Or maybe the Birdman out there, out in the station.
Do
might...
excuse me, Professor. Sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book
Sorry,
about
I
the
have an
Amazon,
itch.
and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Bergstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Oh.
Amazon Sauvignon plants.
Oh, they do
here?
say Amazon, not
no,
Amazon.
I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse.
I
at the
just said
university,
he
so
might know.
He could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll...
Sorry? No.
Okay, I probably should have gone to him first, but yeah. I'll go talk to him. I don't know if I remember where to find him. Actually, I think he's down this way. Yeah, he's down this way. Yeah.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Where might I find some Forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place round here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, Amazon, Peru, Papua,
When did he say he
New Guinea,
didn't know
it's
a
all
lot
the same
about
to
it?
me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
Oh, really? So it's in the university. So... why wouldn't the professor know? Oh, wait, no, he's right here. Hang on, don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. You were lying to me.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed.
No.
But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
I need to know about these
I'm
bloody
looking
berries.
for a kind of little juicy berry. You don't know where I could find some?
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even Forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries, red currants, they're all the same to me. And we don't grow none of them here.
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here in the famous Bergstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
Tell it to him straight,
What do you
Kate.
mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grave? Go ask your professor, what's his name, Pons, the paleontologist.
He doesn't know
But
either.
you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
He doesn't know. I just realized I didn't move my face cam. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do it, though, because it messes up the game. So...
Do excuse me, Professor. Sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Okay, let's see if he says
You
the
wouldn't
same
know
thing.
where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barkstadt, would you?
Why do you think there are Sauvignon plants here?
I read about it in a book at the library.
Try going to see the station master. If such a shrub exists, he will have a better idea than anyone.
But he
It's
doesn't.
actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he definitely said ask the paleontologist. You're the only one here, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake. That's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors.
They both say.
After all, they are in charge of the university.
All right, thanks.
These people are sending me on a runaround, aren't they? They're hiding it. Why, though? Like, it's an endangered plant. They don't want her taking it. Because it's protected. They want to keep it protected, which I understand. But seriously, if I steal just a couple of the berries, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. I don't want the whole bloody plant. I just want the couple of berries.
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem.
They are kept to oneself.
Nor trains from leaving stations.
These guys are really
Are
annoying.
you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barkstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in
They're all lying to
Barkstadt.
me.
You see, miss, the Amazon Forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce.
Conditions
believe
like
you me.
high humidity that's keeping
Difficult,
Oscar in the
but
train.
not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barkstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
Why were they hiding it
And
so
we
much,
would
and now
be
they're basically
proud
just
as
feeding me all this information?
And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
Yeah, your guys' job
We
is
would
so
wait
hard.
impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barkstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty
No,
conclusions.
it's not a hasty conclusion.
We
You
never
just said all
that.
this.
That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So,
No, you weren't.
what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Why?
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything.
Hey, buddy. Parsifal's come to say hello. All right.
Here we are, busy.
Thank you.
And thank
Okay. So, the station master does know there is a garden in the back of the station. And I'm pretty sure that that gate is locked. I remember finding it. So, I'm gonna save real quick. Just in case. I think I heard thunder. And I think that's why Parzival came in. He doesn't like thunderstorms. But I think I heard thunder. So if the stream abruptly stops, I'm sorry. But that's also why I saved. So, alright, I'm going to go bug the station master again. So, because I know I need to get into that garden to get the grapes, to intoxicate the cuckoos, to get one of their eggs, to put it in this thing, and then they pay me so I get the boat hauls my train, the train gets wound up, and we get to move on to the next chapter. This puzzle was a lot more straightforward than the previous chapters. I know what to do, but I'm missing one crucial step, and it's my next step. But once I finish that, it should be smooth sailing.
Excuse me, station master?
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
No.
Well, I am. Very busy indeed. But, okay, I think I can give you a minute of my time.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
No, not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon thing.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's
It's
lab
such
is
a fun
turned into a
word.
distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Smuggling racket? Hey, lady, you're going a bit far there. It's just a little on-the-side thing we got going, that's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right away, miss.
Yeah, you better. Okay, so I didn't know if, like, I was gonna have to find this key to unlock this gate. I didn't, which is great. He's just gonna unlock it for me, which is also great. Aha!
There you are. Please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is the reputation of the university to think about. And I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
Mum's the word? Why? That's weird that the camera felt the need to follow him. Also, if it needs really specific conditions, I don't think outside is the best conditions, unless there's another greenhouse out here. Oh, it is quite nice out here, though. The clouds look very nice. Aha! Alright, I got Sauvignon. So now I gotta give them to the cuckoos. And then climb that ladder that the cuckoos were guarding because she was scared of 3 little birds. Yes, I'm judging her harshly for being afraid of these birds. I mean, I don't think they're pack, like, flock birds. So it's not like if she was to kick one, the rest of them would attack. Besides, like, she could have probably just, like, held her arms out like this and went, rah! And they'd all fly away, because they're a lot more scared of her than she is of them, but this was a factor that she wasn't willing to accept. What is she doing? Oh, she's luring them away. Oh, I can't do anything right now. I gotta wait for the birds. That bird's wing was translucent when it was itching. Alright, I climb the ladder. I'm hoping that up here I can get an egg, because I need an egg for that automaton. Okay, no. No. This would not be happening for me. This is far too high. I'm not afraid of heights, I'm afraid of falling. Or as my mom puts it, I'm afraid of hitting the ground. Which, yeah. Wait, is this an automaton?
Impossible to reach it.
What?
Impossible to reach it.
Why? Why? What? What? Is it like out over this? And so I need to activate this automaton. But how?
Yeah, miss, please, excuse me.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Yes?
You know, I want to apologize for our little misunderstanding. I brought you a bottle of wine. Markstadt Sauvignon. Very good year. Let me know what you think.
I'm very touched. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey, lady.
Thank you. I'm sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
All these birds in a station.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious...
I can well believe
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecies...
it wasn't a good idea.
A nightmare. You know cuckoos lay their eggs...
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology.
Yeah.
It's an eagle that's mounted on wheels in the air. It passes
Passes
through
through and
and
it
swoops down to collect parasite eggs.
eggs.
But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months back, and I still have a pain in my spine.
Okay.
Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
You poor soul. That must be very hard.
She sounded
Worst
so
thing is, cuckoo eggs piling up in the
sassy.
nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store, big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
Okay, so, what do I have wine. Okay, so I knew the eggs were up there. I didn't know she wasn't going to be able to reach them. And he won't climb up to help me. I don't have anything like long. Maybe if I take the wine to the rectors, they'll help me out. Because I don't know what the deal is with...
Forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have a little problem.
A little problem, a little problem.
They are kept to...
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Can
Help.
you possibly help me out here?
Miss, your insistence is almost verging on indecency.
Oh,
We
Christ.
cannot constantly be at your disposal. We have many other requests to attend to.
Oh yeah, you guys.
If you don't
jobs are
mind,
just
could
so
you not
hard.
disturb us all the time? Thank you.
Here we are,
Okay. I'm stuck again. I'll see what the professor has to say. Oh, wait, actually, hang on. Backing up, backing up. Okay. They don't want the wine.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to disturb you again.
What is it you want to know, miss?
My train stopped in a peculiar aviary. It's very odd. A lot of bird species seem to seek harbor there.
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world. It seems that there are still rare species breeding there and flourishing.
Are there? Can you give me an example?
I have been told about a kind of bird with peculiar habits. Let's see now, the Amazon cuckoo, that's right. But, oh, I'm so foolish, I can't remember what was so special about it. Just that its behavior is very peculiar.
The Amazon? Where's the Amazon? What is the Amazon?
I'm sorry, my dear, but one cannot learn everything in a lifetime. Specialization is the key to real knowledge. Why don't you pay a visit to our library?
Okay,
Thank
so
you very much.
this was just dialogue that I didn't get before.
I
Help?
feel I've lost my way a little here. I could really do with your help.
Oh, my dear child, you've chosen your moment. I absolutely must finish off my lecture.
It's a lecture about man.
Okay,
Yes and
we
no.
tried that.
More
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I haven't disturbed you too much.
Sorry? No, no, no.
Okay, I'm gonna try something crazy. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm still gonna try it because it might work. This guy offered to go out for some coffee. Maybe he'll share wine with me. Nope, that didn't work. I have wine. What do I do with the wine? I'm really lost. I have an eyelash in my eye now because I was messing with them. Oh, there's someone here. Is that? Huh, I thought that was Momo for a second, but there's no way that's Momo.
Hello.
Shh, don't talk so loud.
I'm sorry.
Y'all
But I
taking
was
the
wondering if you
library
could
too
help me.
seriously.
Can't you see I'm very busy?
What are you looking for?
None of your business. Now, if you don't mind, I am trying to concentrate. I haven't got a lot of time left before Professor Pons's next tutorial.
Professor Pons, you say?
Would you mind working elsewhere, please?
Do you want wine? No. Maybe not. What's down here? This door's locked, right?
No point. It's locked.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I keep picking my eyelashes. Now I've started, I can't stop. Okay, let's, I'm gonna go check in with Oscar.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
Oscar, there's no way you could help me find a way to wind the train back up again?
Rust awaits my every movement.
Not a lot, I suppose. There's a winding machine further.
Impossible, Kate Walker. Train engineer's instruction manual.
The train cannot move by itself, Oscar. Only by itself. You should take a look around the station, Oscar. It's amazing.
I am obliged to avoid exposing my...
Of course. Well, too bad for you. Oscar?
In a...
Oh my god. This, like, I had it all planned out. I got all excited. Hey, why is the gate closed again? Oh, what's this? I've never seen this before. Either I wasn't paying attention, or, the station master dropped it when he left. It's a hook. So, wait, can I use that hook to reach the eggs? Also, I probably just wasn't paying attention. No? Can I use this? Extra length?
Impossible to reach it.
Is there anything else I can examine on this bird? Okay, now I have a hook. I'm gonna go check out the rest of the garden. I think I might need the hook for the boat, when the boat needs to tow the train. Which means I might need rope, too. Oh, that's real life. I kept hearing something and I couldn't tell what it was.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Have you gone down to take a look around the station yet? It's amazing. You know,
Me to Moigir? Ja. Ja, mit pleasure.
We no leave boat. Husband is land sick.
Land sick. Okay.
I have a little problem with my train. It's
Lock closed.
but if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Porke no. More money for that werk.
So
It's possible. My husband say we help you if you give money.
I missed a very
Are you from Bergstadt? So you're like
small
me.
detail.
Birds just passing through. I'm stuck here because of my train.
Kleine Puskereisen mit uns, no?
What did he say?
Train kaput. No luck for you.
I missed
I'll
a,
leave you.
I guess, kind of important detail. Ooh, can I give them the line? Nope. Apparently the bar just closed off, and I don't know what to do there. I'm gonna save real quick. And I'm gonna look up a walkthrough real quick because I'm tired of being stuck. Okay, I think what I'm missing is some dialogue. No, go this way. I don't need to go in there. I'll start there. It's kind of annoying that when you talk to someone, you literally have all these options every time. Like, there's nothing that really narrows down what you're supposed to talk about with everybody. That's kind of annoying.
Do excuse me, Professor.
What is it you want to know, miss?
To tell you the truth, I'm looking for Mr. Hans Vorarlberg. He's the
Sorry,
sole
excuse me.
heir of a very unusual factory. My company is in charge of negotiations for the takeover of this factory.
Negotiations,
At last word,
not
He was
negotiation.
living in Syberia. So, as soon as my train is ready, I'll be continuing my journey eastwards.
Syberia. Ah, Syberia. But what was it you said again?
Said what?
You mentioned a name. The person you are looking
Notes on the
for.
back of my hair.
Vorarlberg. Hans Vorarlberg. Do you know him?
Hans Vorarlberg. How could I forget him? Such an extraordinary fellow. So inventive. We shared a passion for mammoths.
Okay,
you know,
yeah, so
and
this'll-
we bonded over this passion. Without it, I confess, I would have had little to do with an odd, ageless retard like Hans. At the time, we were both...
Did he actually just say that?
Sort of. Put it this way. Hans had special permission to attend paleontology lectures. You see, he didn't really have the necessary qualifications. In exchange, Hans did a few odd jobs around the university.
Why did he have
Your
to call
Hans
him that?
Vorarlberg sounds uncannily like the one I'm looking for.
I'm not sure, my dear.
I can't
Hans
imagine
was
that the
above
name
all
Hans
questions of
Vorarlberg is
money
very
and
common.
business. Just to imagine him running a factory, perish the thought.
Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much.
Okay.
Never quite seemed to
So there is a lot
grasp
of
what you
dialogue, and I
said
am
to
very
him.
quiet. I'm sorry.
He expressed himself instead through his incredible mechanical contraptions. His inventions, I admit, have been much appreciated by the university. The few times we really did talk, it was about his strange interest for mammoths and a doll. Some sort of doll that obsessed him.
A doll, you say?
Yes, he kept talking about it. One day he described it to me. A sort of children's toy. A miniature mammoth mounted by a mount. It appears he found it in a cave not far from his home.
Okay.
The event
So
all
this was
sounds
what I
very
was missing.
dramatic. His account was slightly confused, but it awoke a great interest in me.
What do you mean?
To my knowledge, there was only one tribe who made figurines featuring a mount, and that tribe is the Yukols. They live in the farthest reaches of Syberia, and
Tribe?
for them, the dolls constituted a sacred object, illustrating one of their central legends. How such a doll made the journey from the frozen Siberian north to a cave in the French Alps is a mystery to me. Even today, it is beyond my comprehension.
That's why he's in
Have you considered that
Syberia.
Hans Vorarlberg was maybe making it up? You said yourself he didn't seem to have all his mental facilities intact.
No, that's impossible. Hans couldn't invent a story like that. The doll is a sacred part of the Syberia legend. He described it to me in exact detail.
Syberia,
itself
with a
is
Y.
a chimera that paleontologists of the world are very fond of pursuing.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
leave you in.
Alright, so now I'm excited. I know what I need to do now. Yes, because of the walkthrough, but... And again, one of the other things that kind of bothers me is how you can do so much out of order in this game. So a walkthrough can actually... It can be even more confusing. Oh, also in the walkthrough, I found out that that hook that I picked up over where the station master was once standing, the reason I didn't pick it up before was because I wasn't paying attention. It was always laying there. Just wanted to share. Okay. Oh, if you can hear him, he's literally just flopping around. Alright, so I should be able to take the mammoth toy to the professor, and he should open up more options for us. I've got to stop myself from messing with my eyelashes, so I'm gonna mess with my fidget cube. Oh, did you hear that? Parzival does that when he stretches. It's so cute. My favorite thing. Alright. I'm gonna give you this.
Do excuse me, Professor. Professor, sorry to... Professor, I have brought you something that should be of interest to you. Look.
What have you got there, then? Let's see. An effigy of a mammoth. But this
It's an effigy?
Hans' doll, is it not? Yes, of course it is. How on earth did you... Oh, my God. It's in my hands. It exists. It really exists. Please do excuse me. I'm deeply, deeply moved.
You see? Your Hans and my Vorarlberg heir are one and the same.
This is incredible. After all these years, how can I ever thank you, my dear? Oh, I must waste no time. I'm off to my laboratory. I must study this carefully. May I borrow your treasure a moment?
Well, actually,
Don't worry, miss. I will take the greatest care of it. But I need to study it. You see, it has such importance to me that this very afternoon I shall deliver an impromptu lecture to my students about this very object. If you are interested in Hans Vorarlberg, then it is essential that you attend.
Okay.
do you think so?
Obviously. Give me your telephone number and I will call you the moment my lecture begins. I will return you your doll at the end. You have my word.
Okay. He's got such a strange walk cycle. The door closed in my face. Ooh. Yeah, don't run. Oh. What is that? The mushroom powder. Okay. Clamps. Test tube holder. Okay.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Okay.
I'll leave you in.
So
Okay, so what's special about these mushrooms again? Oh, it enhances eyesight. That's right. I don't know who needs enhanced eyesight. Okay. Think. Oh! Oh! I know exactly what I need to do. Famous last words. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. We just had something going on out in the yard, and I just let Parzival out. They said he'd be fine after 2 hours, and it was after 2 hours that I let him out. I don't like being a mom for this reason. There we go. Now to fix the, automaton. I think this automaton in the courtyard is going to play music, which kind of excites me. Because, like, that whole, like, metallic sound, like a music box, I love that in music. So I think if this plays music, it's gonna sound like that, like a barrel organ or a music box. Okay. Oh. That's not terrifying or anything. Just slide on back. Aha. Is it as easy as just pulling the lever? turning this up a little bit. I want to hear it. There was more I could explore in there, and you're not gonna let me? Okay. Okay. I'm assuming that since it's not letting me explore more, that there's nothing else important in there. So, now. I need to go talk to the rectors. I'm gonna get the money from them and go pay the boat people. What did I need the hook for?
Gentlemen, forgive me for disturbing you again, but I have...
A little...
They are kept...
Nor trains from leaving stations.
Gentlemen, I have managed to repair your university bandstand.
The bandstand is playing again. This is marvelous news.
We are really very grateful indeed.
Yes, very grateful indeed. We will look back on your visit with much fondness in our hearts.
And now let us in turn honor our word. How much is it you need, miss?
$100, if it's not too much to ask.
We agree to grant you the aforementioned sum, miss. You may now leave with your train.
I still can't believe she traveled to Europe and didn't take any cash with her. Like I said,
And while
or
we're
like
on the
decisions.
subject, when will you be leaving?
Yes, because now you should relocate your train as quickly as possible.
Bros.
Thank you.
And
It's gonna happen. Like, chill. You can still hear the violins over here. Mostly the birds, though. Those birds are annoying.
there you go. Here's your money. I've checked it. It's all there.
Did you? Neither one of them tried to catch it. I hope it just splattered all over the deck. Like the bag ripped and it just went everywhere.
Thank you. Not difficult get dollar. See? You are a real businesswoman.
I'm not the only one around here.
We pleased to do deal with you. Now, you open lock or we no help you.
Why didn't you manage to open them? After all, you don't have to be a genius.
Ma vorbat pensiero esto, di kleiner madam. No se sai mar alles non comprendo, en allora kaput en andere bordel. Dirs war moi. On boom telefonieren, kaput.
My husband say instructions complicated. No understand manual. My husband angry. Very angry. Oh, now telephone broke. Kaput.
Now that is annoying. What are you gonna do next?
We wait repairman.
Well, I don't have the time to wait. I'll have to go have a look. There must be some way of releasing the opening mechanism.
Take key. Sailor always need key for lock.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, a key for what? There was a key somewhere. It's an automaton key, isn't it? Oh no, it's a lock key. I don't know. But I'm gonna go the other way, like down the barge, and see what I can find. Oh. Mummy?
Hello?
Hey, how's my little baby girl?
It is Mummy!
Thinking about you only yesterday because I saw this fantastic fur coat. You are wrapping up warm, aren't you? I mean, people in foreign countries never know how to dress properly for the weather.
Mom, it's so sweet of you to worry, but I'm fine, really.
Okay, the
Trip's
nice
a
thing about
breeze,
cell
no
phones is
worries.
that you can walk
I mean, there's
and talk at the
Well,
same
when are
time.
you coming back? Frank is dying to meet you.
Frank? Oh, yeah, your singer. You two seeing each other then?
Oh, you'll never guess the surprise he gave me yesterday.
No, I suppose I won't.
Frank invited me to a big charity show organized by, someone or another. Anyway, they got him singing a couple of old numbers from his repertoire, and in the end, he asked me to go up on stage with him. Can you imagine me, your mother, on stage in front of thousands of people?
Wow, I would have loved to have been there. Not too emotional, I hope.
Oh, too emotional by far, especially as I hadn't even been to the hairdresser. Well, I didn't even have the proper dress on. But Frank promised me he'd see to that next time. Oh, he's such a cutie. And he's got the sweetest little...
I'm sure he has, Mom.
Sweetest
It
little
was so
what?
good if you could join us one day. Let's see, when is his next gala? I'm so forgetful these days. I swear I'd lose my head if it weren't in the clouds. You just watch out, my girl. Them years will catch up with you much quicker than you think.
I'll look out for them, Ma. Nice to hear your voice. Lots of love.
Well, to you too, my little munchkin.
She reminds me of my mom. She's a bit more lovey-dovey than my mom is, though. But like the way she talks when she's excited, that's how my mom sounds when she's excited about stuff. Was this what needed the key?
That looks broken.
Okay.
I need a key.
Okay, we've got a key. Okay. Is confused. Maybe the station master will know.
Sorry to disturb you.
What can I do for you, miss?
Can you explain to me how the locks in the canal work, please?
A lock, right, is a system of sealed gates. They're clever, right? They help boats overcome gradient problems in channeled water flows. They make this kind of boat staircase, see? You know what I like? Sitting on the bank, watching the barges and...
I'm sorry. I must have expressed myself badly. I need to know how the locks open and close to vary the water levels.
Okay.
I'm not sure of the precise maneuver. Trains and barges, trains, now, those guys are very different fellows altogether.
But it's all in your station.
I won't disturb you.
I shouldn't have done that, because now I have a thought that maybe Oscar will have this answer.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
You must have seen that barge on the canal, Oscar. Well, that barge is going to help us by towing the train up to the winding machine. I've still got one or two matters to resolve, but they shouldn't take too long.
I cannot help you in this matter, Kate Walker. River transport is not part of my mandate.
Yeah, I figured as much, Oscar. I don't know why.
Because you are very attentive, Kate Walker.
Okay.
Oscar, see you later, alligator.
In a while, Kate Walker.
Okay, maybe the professor would know?
What is it you want to know, miss?
I'm under the impression that if I am to continue my journey, I'm going to have to open the locks on the canal.
You're probably right, my dear, so open the locks. Whether they are open or closed is none of my business.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go check with the rectors before I play that cylinder.
Gentlemen, I'm awfully bothered to have to disturb you again.
A bothersome
Which, I may add, disturbingly
No bother, my dear. We're listening.
If you can possibly get the canal lock open, Then the sailors will be able to tow the train up to the winding machine.
Open the lock? What a singular idea.
What a surprising request.
Our university isn't responsible for the functioning of the canal locks. A different administration deals with that, miss.
Okay. That is actually really nice. Like, there's constant music playing in the courtyard. Okay, it kind of doesn't make sense because, like, there's no, like, enter button or anything. Like, you just plug in numbers and it's supposed to do its own thing. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get to the train. See what that cylinder says. Oh.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Okay. The figures on the stand look different.
And if I were to watch one of those cylinders again?
Watch one again? I don't think I have to rewatch that whole thing. What did that tell me? I'm using the walkthrough again. Haha. Because, again, I'm missing dialogue is the issue. Which is really, really annoying. Another thing that's really annoying is the slow pace that you go back and forth on this freaking map.
What is it you want to know, miss?
You told me earlier about a lecture on some ancient Siberian tribe called the Ooks or something?
The Yukals, my dear. Careful not to confuse them with the Ukistran people of Central Asia.
Do excuse me. I wanted to know if your lecture is going to start soon.
Your eagerness to learn delights me, my dear. But I haven't finished studying this marvelous mammoth effigy yet. Don't worry, I will call you. And see you later.
Okay.
I'll leave you in peace. I hope I have...
Sorry? No.
If I leave and I immediately get a call, that's gonna be dumb. Excuse me, sir. Is that yours? Is that yours? No. He had my slipper. Stop being adorable, my little cutie patootie. Oh my goodness. You could see his little nose. Okay. Walk through, because I'm being really impatient. Oh! So, on the controls of the barge, the locks, the barge, whatever it's called. I'm pretty sure it's the locks for the barge, but whatever. There's a broken telephone, and apparently the broken telephone was supposed to be a hint that you're supposed to make a call. In case of problems, contact the following number. 27666742. 27666742. 27666742. Is that right?
Welcome to the East Block Control Center. To start, press the number sign.
Hashtag.
If you are using the Haltenberg lock, press 1. If you are using the Morloff lock, press 2. If you are using the Koningpass lock, press 3. If you are using the Barakstadt lock, press 4. To return to the last command, press the number sign. If you want to raise the water level, press 1. If you want to lower the water level, press 2. To return to the last command, press the number sign.
I want to lower it. At least I want to lower the water that's right in front of me, which should raise the water over here.
To confirm your choice, press star. To return to the previous command, press the number sign. Your request has been logged. Unfortunately, our regional technician is currently on holiday, and no replacement is available. We will reply to your request within 48 hours. In case of an emergency, please operate the lock system manually. We apologize for delays to our service.
Okay. Is that what was supposed to happen? What? So the numbers that you had to press on the phone are what the numbers were you had to press on the mechanism. How on earth would anybody come to that conclusion like that? Alright. Yeah. This game's, starting to kind of tick me off. I used to have such long eyelashes. And now since I mess with them all the time, I don't anymore. And yes, I'm sad about it, but I can't do anything about it. 9 times out of 10, I don't even notice I'm doing it.
Hey there, on the boat.
Guten Tag, sir.
My husband.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh my god.
Hey there.
Guten Tag.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Right, I've got it. I know now how the locks work. So guide your boat into the lock, and I'll take care of the mechanism.
Godverdomme. Das ist eine echte ladies. Alle
So, to lower it,
dingen and obligados de dame. Ach,
I had to press 2. To raise it, I had to press 1.
What did your husband say? You, hurry up. We hurry to travel again.
Okay. We'll meet each other on the other side. By my train, okay?
unnecessary cutscene. Alright. I think I might be able to finish this chapter, so I'm kind of going to see this through and then I might call it a day. Today kind of wiped me out. All that excitement whenever I got home, and there was so much going on. So I wanted to calm down and I just wanted to chill with this game, and this game isn't exactly chill for me, but I was actually shaking when I started streaming, so I knew I couldn't draw, so should I be able to do 4-1? Yep. Fully rendered cutscene. Still looks better on your guys' screen than it does mine. Mine almost has ambient occlusion. It makes everything look gritty. What? I think I gotta go inside. And cross. Yeah, I do. Was I supposed to hook up the train before letting them go? Because are they gonna just leave me behind now and now I'm screwed? Now I've got to fix the bird, because the bird's going to be what's going to haul me out of here. Because I let them go. I swear if that's the case, I'm going to be so ticked. It better not be. I paid them. I spit on my screen. Whoopsie.
Hey there! On the boat!
Da, barge on other side. You still need us?
It must be really neat to travel by...
Oh, slick the boot.
Excuse me?
My husband say he like his barge and he not like your train. Too noisy. If you want to travel in tin can, you stay in tin can.
Sure.
Okay.
What do we do now to tie my train to the barge?
Mademoiselle Takatat, Loco Coco Mixen.
Loco Coco.
What did your husband say?
You attach chain to train and chain to train with barge.
Hop, catch it up.
Okay. The chain is going through the wall here.
If that's going to work, it looks like something's missing.
You mean a hook? Y'all brought a chain on your boat without a hook? What's the point of the chain? Okay. That's actually a really pretty shot. I like that. I like pretty games. And Bradley likes to comment on that. Because according to him, I am not a gamer. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with this wine or the mushroom powder. See, like right here, I'm confused on what all this is. I thought this was part of the university, but I guess not. Oh. Mummy?
Hello, Kate Walker here.
Miss Walker, this is Professor Ponce. I'm about to start my lecture on the Yukol at any moment. Please make haste to come.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Excellent.
Is this optional?
Main lecture hall. See you soon.
Oh wait, no, I need to get the train won't run without the mammoth. So, y'all just wait here, because I'm going to go and grab that mammoth again. I really hate that the game made me go all the way out here just to make me backtrack like this. So, my number one video game pet peeve. Actually, it's my number two. My number one is actually an inverted y-axis. Or, x-axis. No. Yeah. No. Y-axis, yeah. That's my number one biggest gaming pet peeve. My number two is grinding. I hate grinding in video games. I despise it so much. I don't have the patience for it. Then the next one is backtracking. I'm not a big fan of backtracking. The funny thing is, in real life, I would much rather backtrack rather than go a full circle. My sister's the opposite way. Like, if you're driving somewhere, my sister will actually go out of her way to make a circle rather than backtrack the same path that she already took. I would much rather backtrack on the same path. But in video games, I hate backtracking. And this game, the thing is I'm transfixed in the story and the mystery and everything, so I want to finish it. Am I going to have to sit through the lecture? I really hope he doesn't quiz us on it, because I'm probably not going to pay attention.
My young friends, a very exciting discovery, unimaginable up until only a few hours ago, has come into my hands and has finally allowed me to complete my study on the mysterious Yukol people. Lights, please. The Yukols are a people from the far north about whom very little is known. They live far away, very far away, on the frozen borders of Syberia. This distance and the climatic conditions of the region, which are unfavorable to human existence, have limited the size of the Yukol population and kept it out of reach of the scientific world. The handful of slides that follow are actually the only documentation we have in our possession.
Okay.
It was a Russian explorer who made these drawings and took these photographs 100 or so years ago. Today, we owe what we know about the Yukol people and their culture to him. We know that the origins of the Yukols date back to the last ice age. Curiously, evidence of their presence has been found in Western Europe, and more precisely in the prehistoric caves at the heart of the Alps. This people, it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukols followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yukol in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that
this
the
time frame
Yukols
doesn't add up.
had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yukol forebears managed to tame mammoths. Prehistoric man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. Okay. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yukol existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yukol's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. as incredible as it may seem, the Yuko people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry is still flourishing. It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukos learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries. As plausible as this explanation may seem, it seems it is not enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence, we have to make do with Yuko shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian Ice Ark is a
Siberian
very good example.
with a Y.
You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been miraculously preserved for more than 120 centuries by the Yuko's tender care. And the island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukos were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Syberia led by the Russians in the 20th century.
Okay,
The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems,
I want to
as
say
well
something,
as the
but I don't want to talk
exploitation,
over him.
disdain,
Just in
and
case.
humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukos' traditional lifestyle. Since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yuko population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukos have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others, however, have sought long and hard to re-establish links with their ancestral culture that was lost under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukos have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they survive. Their very existence would be a matter for speculation if they did not turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Okay. So, Syberia with an I is the country. Syberia with a Y is an island off said country where this tribe has been settled and apparently has survived with one pack of mammoths. I think Bradley's home. Is this open now?
No point. It's locked.
The tribe survives, and along with this single pack of mammoths that they've helped survive. So there's still trading of mammoth meat and tusks, and people still believe that this is a thing of folklore, even though there is something physical and tangible that proves that it still exists. It's not some scientist's pipe dream, if that's the case. If I'm understanding correctly. That was a lot of information just dumped on me. So I very easily could have missed something. That must be the copy of his presentation. Okay. Okay. I think this is something different. The last ice age ended when the planet warmed up. The sudden climate change threatened the existence of many animal species, including mammoths, inhabited the far northern Siberian wastes. It is said that the Yukol, I can't remember how that's said, peoples decided to follow Noah's example and build an enormous ark to try to preserve the mammoth's existence. They live in symbiosis with the pachyderm, which was at the heart of their religious worship. They worshipped them? The Greeks worshipped gods that represented literally everything in existence. The sun, the water, the moon. Christians worshipping the single god that runs all of the world. Nope, not the Yukol. We worship mammoths. The ship was constructed entirely from mammoth tusks. We worship them, but we kill them and eat them and use their tusks to build stuff. A small herd of mammoths was installed on board with enormous quantities of fodder. Control of the ship was entrusted to a handful of particular intrepid Yukol clans. Their mission was to take the animals to other lands with pastures more benefiting for their survival. One day, 50 summers later, a legend would have it the Ark returned to its starting point. The Yukols were astonished to find nothing aboard apart from the carcasses of several mammoths perfectly preserved in the ice encasing the ship. The clansmen believed this was a mysterious sign from the gods and they ate the mammoths in a memorable feast. Is this a coffee stain? I think that's what that is. 1 week later, the Ark set sail once more. Carried away by the currents, again it returned half a century later, with not a soul on board except more well-preserved frozen mammoth carcasses. Okay. This mystery continued for a millennia, each time the surprisingly well-preserved mammoths appearing out of nowhere. The Yukols interpreted the phenomenon as a benevolent offering from their dead companions who were believed to have perished on the Ark's first voyage in some horrendous maritime cataclysm. It was believed that their souls had found eternal rest on a mythical island that the shaman named Syberia, with a Y. They constructed a whole religion around the belief with rites and customs punctuated by the periodic appearances of the Phantom ship and its precious cargo. For centuries, nothing changed the Ark's mysterious cycle. Only the size of the mammoths changed, reducing imperceptibly over time. Until one day, 100 years or so ago, the Ark returned earlier than expected. It was empty. The Yukols were dumbfounded and utterly confused. The spirits of their ancestors had forsaken them. Everything they had believed in. Sorry, I wanted to look back and make sure I read that right. It was empty. Everything they had believed in that had been the bedrock of their culture since the very depths of time had now lost all meaning. The most What? Yes. The most believers noted that the frequency of the appearances had in fact increased and maintained that there was still hope as long as the Ark continued to return journeys from the unknown. Some elder Yukols boasted having seen it several times, but henceforth. Why is there a T at the beginning? Henceforth isn't spelled like that. I thought it was henceforth, not thenceforth. Henceforth, each time the white ship returned, it only offered an empty shell to the despairing eyes of the surviving Yukols. The belief became superstition, and the reality became legend. Can I have my thing back?
Professor, it's me. I've come to pick up the mammoth doll.
The doll is waiting for you there, Miss Walker. Please take good care of it.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to it myself. Can I trouble you just a little longer?
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
Arriving in Bergstadt is an amazing experience. I've never seen such a station.
You came by train?
Yes, in a kind of clockwork train with a
You mean you drive a train? Young lady...
Oh, no. I'm not the engineer. The train's engineer is actually an automaton. I am sorry, all this probably sounds very strange.
A clockwork train, driven by an automaton. I once knew...
Yes. I think I'll leave you in peace.
Sorry? No.
Wait.
Professor, it's...
The doll is waiting for you.
Don't worry. I'm beginning to get quite attached to...
With pleasure, Kate. I'm all ears.
I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
What would you say about seeing Hans Vorarlberg again? After all, you could come with me and help me find him.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I bet he's on that
You
island.
are very kind. I'm far too old for such escapades.
Okay, I
I'll
don't
leave
think...
you in peace.
Sorry?
I don't think I have to do anything else. No, I think he's on that island. I think whenever he jumped up to try to get the mammoth thing, because, like, it was super important to him when he saw it. All he wanted, like, in the, story that was told... In the story that was told on Anna's cylinder, he was, like, extremely eager to go grab it and everything. So, maybe he's a descendant of the tribe, and, like, or maybe he knew about the tribe and knew about the religion towards the mammoths that they studied, or that they believed in, or whatever, and he was fascinated by that, and that's why he was so desperate to get his hands on it, thus resulting in his accident that resulted in his physical and mental disabilities. So then all that happened, and all he wanted was to live that life, I guess? And therefore he went to the island to live that life. Hi, Parzival. Yes, hello. That's my theory. But I can almost guarantee he's... shoot, I did it again. I can almost guarantee he's on that island. And I say almost guarantee, I'm going to guarantee he's on that island. There's like... I mean, the name of the game is Syberia, with a Y. And the name of that island is Syberia, with a Y. So, that's going to be the final chapter. That's going to be the end. We're going to make it to that island. Which means we're going to need a boat. Unless this train can float. Maybe Hans thought of that. Maybe the train can float. Alright, I gotta wind up the train. Not something I thought I'd say today. Okay. There's nothing I can do over here. She has such a fluid walk and run cycle. And then everyone else is so clunky. Excluding Oscar. Oscar is supposed to be clunky. He's an automaton. A very rusty automaton. Like, all the automatons are kind of rusty. Which is,
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
This guy Hans. Bit simple, but he's obviously a genius. And then there are the mammoths. Funny guy, don't you reckon?
I'll have you know Hans Vorarlberg is my creator, Kate Walker.
Okay.
I'm off, Oscar.
Yes, Kate.
Okay, I don't know. Like, the thing is...
These shelves...
My thing is that... Like, I don't want to go through all the dialogue options. But... It seems that this game is trying to let me know that I'm supposed to. But I don't want to.
I don't need to do that again.
Oh, you don't? Okay. See, everything's all squeaky. That's annoying. You know, eventually we're not going to be able to receive these calls anymore.
Hello?
Where are you?
Hi, Dan. I'm in Barrickstadt.
What? Is that a town? I hope the man you're looking for lives there. Are you coming home soon?
From what I gather, it's one huge university with an extraordinary station aviary. If you could only see it, there are trees and birds everywhere. It's so weird here.
Sounds like a great place for a bit of sightseeing. So, are you coming back soon?
I don't think so. In fact, the train I'm traveling on has some kind of a mechanical problem. We've been forced to stop here.
Us? I thought you were alone. Who's with you?
Oscar, the train engineer.
You're messing around with mechanics now, are you?
Don't be so stupid, Dan, please. Oscar is an automaton created by Mr. Vorarlberg, the man I'm looking for. And he's not any old robot. He's a sophisticated butler type, if you see what I mean. He's a bit obsessive as well.
Kate, I don't know what they're feeding you in Europe, but don't you think it's time that you came home?
But my mission still
I wonder
isn't
if I was
finished.
supposed to get this...
To hell with your mission. I don't know why you accepted it in the first
Before.
place. If you just stuck to the middle of the road, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
We? If there's any mess, it's me who's in it. And while I'm trying to come to grips with strange towns, you, my darling, are sitting at home on your butt. I seem to remember we had nothing against my departure.
It was only going to be 2 or 3 days, Kate. Please, try to put yourself in my shoes.
Your
She's
shoes.
an adult.
Not only do I have to fit myself into your diary, but I've got to get myself into your shoes as well? Is there anywhere else Sir would like me to put myself while we're on this subject?
Look, I don't want to talk about it now.
Girl!
Come back when you calm down.
I was perfectly calm before I picked up your call. I only wanted a few words of encouragement, not your disdain. Was that too much to ask?
You can be such a selfish...
Takes one to know one, sweetheart.
Okay, Kate, you just gave me a really good reason to like you. I don't know why you were with this guy in the first place, and it took this for you to be pushed over the edge, but oh my god, that was the best way you could have told that prick off. Oh my god. I am so happy with Kate right now. Like, every response she had was so great. Oh my god. I really think I was supposed to have gotten that phone call, like, when I got here to Bergstrad. But I must have missed something? Maybe that I didn't get it, because their conversation sounded like... Because didn't he call another time? Maybe not. I don't know. But, yeah. Oh, that was so great. You know, I really don't like the way that Kate treats Oscar, but I can appreciate that she put her first foot down against Dan. Now all she's got to do is, what's the guy's name? She's got to get through to, Marson, I think was his name. Her boss. Because he's a dick, too. Okay, Oscar, I think we should go. I think we
Everything
can go.
okay?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am waiting to continue our journey.
Okay, I think we can go.
Speaking of mechanical problems, there aren't any other hitches I should know about, Oscar?
This train has no mechanical problems, Kate Walker. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Okay, Oscar. Don't get all touchy about it. I didn't mean it like that. Oscar, if you tell me one more time something's missing, I'll...
Everything is ready. Take your seat, Kate Walker. We are leaving.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Don't sound so excited. But what about the gate? Does the gate just open, I guess? Also, the rectors made a big deal about the wall. Like, it's no place for me to be. Like, it was something that protected them. Like, what's on the other side of this wall? Do I have to do something? Oh, I can get to the other side now. Okay, cool. I can talk to it. I can also go around back and in the back door. I can also go over here, which is probably how you open the gate, but I'm gonna wait to do that.
No point. It's locked.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're really not gonna run. I can talk to the building.
What are you doing there, Oscar?
It is imperative that we comply with railroad and customs regulations, Kate Walker.
Oscar, don't you think we could drop the trifling details once and for all?
We need an exit visa to get beyond the wall, Kate Walker.
Where do I get an exit visa?
And you wouldn't know where I could get one of them from, would you?
Probably the
There is
rectors.
usually some form of authority stationed at a guard post that is strategically positioned to issue such a visa.
State of authority. It's gotta be the rectors. They're the only ones.
Do you realize, my good man, that as a lawyer charged with an important matter of inheritance, I could sue you for obstructing justice?
Kate
Justice.
Walker, we still need an exit visa in any case.
Oscar, don't you think we've wasted enough time already?
You neglected to find the clockwork winding mechanism for the train with sufficient haste, Kate Walker.
Oh, so it's my fault.
And you refused to lend a helping hand. Help that could have been invaluable to me.
I agree, Kate Walker.
If you weren't so obsessed by procedure, we wouldn't have had a hitch.
I am not entirely convinced, Kate Walker.
Oscar, please, let's get in the train and leave, can we?
Yes, Kate Walker. Give me the visa.
I don't suppose you can help me get this visa, then?
Your non-supposition is correct, Kate Walker.
You do realize, don't you, Oscar, that by preventing me from continuing this journey, you are also depriving yourself of the opportunity to meet your creator, Hans Vorarlberg.
I mean, he could drop dead any day now. Any day now.
An exit visa, Kate Walker.
God, I think I'm going crazy.
That is not a requirement, Kate Walker. Only an exit visa is necessary.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, oops, I didn't get to check that other door. Run, girl, please, run. Take your time. It's gonna be locked. Oh. Spooky. Why is it green light? That was a really weird angle.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, is that you? What's going on?
Well, I finally got the mechanical train wound, and I hope it's going to take me to Hans Vorarlberg. I had to sort things out with a couple of weirdo sailors, and they probably ripped me off. But now I'm blocked behind this massive wall. You should see it, it's huge.
I'm not talking about that. I want to know what's going on with Dan.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I bumped into him at Maggie's do, and he said you'd argued.
That's a bit over the top. Things got a bit heated the last time we called, that's all. No need to go overboard.
I don't mean to be Miss Melodramatic, but he didn't seem in such great shape. He had his down-in-the-dumps head on.
Like Dan has a down-in-the-dumps head.
Well, yeah, when that shock of hair flops over his forehead, and his eyes mist up, and his eyebrows kind of creased together.
I'd never noticed. Maybe I did go a bit too far, but he's got such a goody two-shoes image of me that sometimes I just lose it. And this case is taking up a lot of headspace. I was just looking for a bit of compassion.
Well, you sure got mine. So, what's going down?
Like I said before, I'm kind of getting somewhere, but it's slow. This Hans Vorarlberg guy is getting more and more fascinating by the day.
I don't even know who's on this who's on the phone right now.
Anyway, it doesn't sound like you're bored.
I don't
Not
think
like
it's her
back here in the
mom,
office.
so it must be Olivia.
Every day is boredom day. It's just no fun without you. When are you coming back?
Shouldn't be long, I hope. Look, I've got to go. See you soon.
Well, call us again real soon. And be easier on Dan next time, huh?
I'll try.
Don't try. You were hilarious last time, and it was amazing. This is most likely locked. Yep.
No point.
Oh, that's a cool shot. Ooh. Oh, there's somebody up here. Oh. Are you gonna give me my exit visa? Okay, before I talk to you, I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna mess with this thing. It's a telescope. Ooh. It looks like an animal. Like a dog? A pointer. Okay.
Look, broken glasses. If they belong to the captain, then he sure has eye problems going by those lenses.
Oh, I think I know what the wine's for now.
I haven't got time to have a drink.
I'm not gonna do that yet. Give me a second. He has eye problems? Hang on. So I probably should have talked to him first. But...
Good day to you, sir.
So we're gonna find out that he has eye problems or something?
Captain Malatesta, Commander-in-Chief of the Barkstadt Border Post, at your service, madam.
That voice sounds familiar. Also, I said that last time, that the voices sounded familiar. And I tried to look it up, and I can't find anything on the voice actors. I mean, the only voice actors that are credited are like 3. Kate's one of them, and like I can't remember the other ones.
My name is Kate Walker. I've been assigned by my company to find a man who is supposed to be living in Syberia.
What a peculiar mission. Taking so many risks for such a futile goal.
Captain, to my mind, the military zeal with which you insist on guarding this meaningless wall strikes me as equally futile.
I should be offended by your words, miss, but I forgive you, because you are young and unaware of the very real dangers lurking in store.
So we're gonna find out what's on the other side of this wall. Also, sorry about that shadow. I just realized it. My light's been acting up. I don't know why, but...
I need a visa to cross the wall and to continue my journey to the east. They told me that you are the only person in a position to issue such a visa.
Who's
Indeed.
they?
This responsibility is part of my duties. However, I am not currently issuing visas because nobody must venture beyond the wall.
And why not?
It's far too dangerous, in particular for a lady of your standing who is traveling unescorted.
Christ.
Dangerous? What exactly do you mean, Captain?
The enemy, miss. The enemy. I've been
3
observing them for
exclamation
several
marks.
years through my telescope. There's one particular horseman stationed yonder. He's a scout from the invading enemy army, and he's been spying on us. So I have to be extremely vigilant. He knows that I know he's there, you understand? And as long as I keep my eye on him, he won't dare.
His eyes are messed up, and he's
sure?
looking through the telescope
Please,
at that freaking
take a look for
tree.
yourself.
He's looking at the tree. He thinks it's like a spy, and this guy's
Is
an
the person
idiot.
who takes care of the gate anywhere around?
There is no person who takes care of the gate. Believe you me, ma'am. I have been the one and only guardian of this gate since 1968.
It's
That year, I
2002
took over
now.
the position from the late Lieutenant Colonel Malatesta, my own father.
In that case, can you tell me how the mechanism works? It sure looks complicated to me.
Not at all. It is child's play for anyone who takes the time to work out its surprisingly straightforward logic. And from the looks of your locomotive, it shouldn't pose you any problems.
Why do you say that?
When I caught sight of your formidable locomotive, I immediately said, heavens, only Hans Vorarlberg could design such an engine. And I know what I'm talking about, ma'am, because he invented the gate's original mechanism. It was his last creation here in Barkstad.
So you know Hans Vorarlberg?
No, I mean, not personally. I was only a baby when he stayed in Barkstad. My father spoke often of him, and I knew about his inventions. He left very many things behind him.
Right.
I know.
In any case, I noticed that his fantastic knack for inventing has not deteriorated with age. How's he doing?
I don't know. In fact, I don't actually know him. I'm searching for him. An inheritance matter. I hope his train is going to lead me to him.
And why not? His inventions are always full of surprises.
Okay. Bird?
Between the station aviary and this bleak wall, the change in atmosphere is radical, don't you think?
It's been a long time since I've been at liberty to judge, miss. My duties forbid me from abandoning my post.
So what, you live in here?
Don't mind me if I retire, Captain.
Please, madam, my respect.
Okay, so that explains why when I first looked through the telescope, it was severely out of focus. Because his eyes are all messed up.
How strange. I can't see a Cossack horseman at all. There's just a dead tree in the middle of an empty plain. That poor captain must have really bad eyesight.
This is the conclusion we're coming to. So, yeah, it was out of focus whenever I first looked through it. And then she examined the glasses, and they're broken. So...
Look. Broken...
If I make wine and put this in one for him...
Colonel, sir.
And then offer him the drink.
Captain, miss.
But you have the air of a great officer.
You flatter me, miss.
And the effects
Unfortunately,
immediately take
I'm
effect
afraid
as well.
that we frontier soldiers are often forgotten by the military administration.
There's no justice. I sympathize with you, Captain. Let us forget our worries for a moment and have a little drink together in the name of friendship.
It would be my pleasure, miss, but the regulations strictly forbid it.
And yet you
Come
just have
on.
wine glasses hanging
A little
out?
glass of wine never hurt anybody. And nobody need know.
Wine, miss? You are putting me in a very delicate situation.
Don't deny yourself, Captain. Just a little glass.
I don't like the
I
way she's
assure
talking to
you,
him
it is
whatsoever.
excellent.
Well, perhaps just a drop.
Here's your glass. To your good health, Captain.
And to yours, miss.
Yeah, I can't imagine it tasted good. With the added powder in it.
It's been a long time since I've drunk wine in such pleasant company. I admit, it is excellent.
Isn't it? You wouldn't think it came from Barrickstadt. It is made from the Amazon forest Sauvignon grape, that has been miraculously conserved and cultivated in the station garden.
Well, well, well. The university authorities kept that one to themselves.
You know, Captain, it is essential that I continue my journey eastwards.
Please, don't even think about it. As I've said, it's extremely dangerous.
Oh, this is taking forever to get to the
enemy
point.
is spying on us.
Perhaps your Cossack horseman isn't quite what you thought. Perhaps it's just a dead tree twisted into a strange shape. You should take another look. You never know. Go on, Captain. Give it a try.
So be it. I will make this concession to the fairer sex, miss. But it does seem to be quite ridiculous.
Hey, think you should be doing that? He's too short.
Incredible. How is this possible? By what strange magic? How could I have been so wrong for so long? The enemy was only a tree. I'm so ashamed.
It's not that bad, Captain. It's only human to make mistakes after all.
Which is
tree.
something that a lot more people need to
Nothing but
accept.
a dead tree.
Pull yourself together, Captain. It's okay. And now I suppose there's nothing stopping you from issuing me a visa?
Yes, of course. There is no more danger. All these years. And now the Cossack has gone. There is nothing left to watch.
Captain, you should be delighted. From now on, you don't have to stay pinned to your watchtower. Travel can start up again normally. You will be able to resume your regular duties like issuing entrance and exit visas.
You are right.
This is
I will sign you a visa
so
to cross
bad.
the wall frontier immediately. 1,000 apologies. Here, miss.
That's padding if I've ever seen it. Like, this whole thing. Authorized to cross the border. Alright, cool.
Thank you, Captain. And keep your eyes open.
Miss, if we could keep this between ourselves.
You have my promise, Captain.
Sorry, I'm so close to being done with, like, this chapter, so I just want it to be done. I'm tired, I'm getting hungry, and yeah. Like I said, it's been a long day. I mean, heck, I think the hardest part may have actually been finding that door. It does blend into that wall quite well. Alright, Oscar.
Oscar, can't you please forget about...
Your request is refused, Kate Walker.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Parzival has his toy in my lap.
Here is the visa. I hope it's regulation, my dear Oscar.
I swear, if I need to go get something else...
It is regulation. Here is your ticket.
Does my ticket need to be approved again? Which would probably require me to go back to the rector's.
Have a good journey, Kate Walker.
So, can we go now?
Indeed. We are already very late, Kate Walker.
I wonder why. Alright, let's go! I am ready to get out of here! I actually don't know how much more of the game there is. So, we're about to find out.
Your ticket, please.
You know, Oscar, you might not think so, but I also know a thing or two about procedure. And that's one bit of procedure I'm not going to forget about easily.
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Yes, for once we're going to do things as I wish.
Okay. I don't know where all that came from. Oh, really?
Here you go, Oscar.
Thank you, Kate Walker. Now, please return to your seat, Kate Walker.
Yes, Oscar. Immediately, Oscar.
If only Oscar had a last name. If I had figured that out, then... if I had figured out, like, his last name or something, then I would constantly use it just like he does for Kate. At least Kate Walker rolls off the tongue nicely. Not saying Finn Helter doesn't, but... Bye, friend. Who was literally just put there for padding, but bye, friend. Like I said, that guy was an idiot. Like that, like he thought it was a horse, but it never moved. Like, really? Everything's looking quite desert right now, and I'm looking for a cold place. Cold place. That narrows it down. Aha! It needs rewound again. I haven't saved in a while, actually. I'm really glad, like, the game didn't... Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm done. I played a lot longer than I thought than I wanted to, but like I said, I kind of wanted it to just be done. And I really hope that I can get over this mentality, so that way I can play the other games. Because I'll be really angry at myself if I don't actually play through these in their entirety. So, I really hope it's not going to become that I'm forcing myself to go through this.